Hey guys, so we've been traveling for almost a year now, living on the road, and we've simplified our lives and got rid of a lot of stuff, and we're finding that simplifying is actually kind of complicated. We're going to talk about some of the changes we've made, so stay tuned. It's a chilly morning. Hi, we're Jeff and Soni. We retired early, sold everything we owned that didn't fit into 2 carry-ons and 2 backpacks, and now we slow travel the world. Join us on this groovy adventure as we explore retirement life on the road.
There we are with our drinks.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Some of the things we're going to talk about today that we've kind of addressed, having had almost a year of experience at this.
Has it been a year already?
I know, it's getting close. We're going to talk about our luggage and the way we carry things.
Mm-hmm.
Some of our tech stuff that's changed, and just some of the homey things that we take with us to make life more palatable, shall we say.
Yes. When we first started this about a year ago, been a year already, we started out with the American Carry-On. Didn't realize at the time that there was a difference between American Carry-On and others.
But we wanted to be one of the cool kids, though, and live out of a carry-on and a backpack.
Do carry-on only.
So yeah.
We packed everything into a carry-on, a backpack, and we were going to be carry-on and not check, is what we first thought as well. So we had the American carry-ons, backpacks, and gonna never check our bags.
Then we got to Europe.
We got to Europe.
And those American carry-ons aren't small enough, so we ended up having to check them. And
kind of
liked it.
Yeah.
But we're like, we can't be baggage checkers.
No, that's not how this slow travel works.
That's not what the cool kids do.
There's a controversy out there on that. Let us know which camp you're in. Carry on only or check the bag.
Yeah. So we got rid of the American carry-ons.
We did.
And we got the European carry-ons.
Smaller.
Little teeny tiny things.
That was stressful.
That was very stressful. We were able to get all our stuff in there.
Jumping on them, getting them.
Oh man.
Zipping it closed.
Suckers are packed tight.
And you know what's funny is every location, you get to that location with that bag and the same things in it. And then a month later, you leave that location going, how the hell did I get everything in this bag before? I don't know how it works.
And like the last few days, I'm stressing about trying to get that thing packed up.
What am I going to have to get rid of it? Even though I brought it all, I didn't buy anything.
The other problem with that is, though, if you're planning on traveling anywhere that's not going to be just perfect weather the whole time, it's hard to kind of plan for those eventualities because you could only take so much stuff.
Only so much fits.
Yeah. So, after getting rid of our American carry-ons and getting the European carry-ons, we then got rid of our European carry-ons and went back to the American carry-ons.
We did.
And we're not gonna stress about checking them.
Oh, we're gonna check.
We like to check them. So take that, carry-on only people.
Because wheeling it down the aisle and then trying to
wrestle it up into the overhead.
In there, and you may not be able to get to the one over your seat because somebody else. Because we're not in the priority camp all the time, so then somebody else has got their crap up there, and then you've got to go down further and get it, and then
I'm always stressed when we got to get off because people are waiting for you, and you're trying to pull these things out, and I know everybody's doing it, but it bothers me.
Well, on that one flight, we were up here, but we had to put our luggage back further.
Right, yeah.
And so then we had to
So you're hoping people will hand it to you, and they don't always speak English, and you're like...
It makes travel day not quite as much fun.
Yeah. I mean, what we used to do is try to get to the gate and hope that they would check it at the gate, because then they didn't charge you, and you didn't have to go through all that stuff.
In Europe, they charged us, though.
So they did once, yeah. But,
yeah. So.
Yeah, we ran into that coming back. Where were we? Oh, we were coming back from Mexico, and we were hoping that they were going to check our bags, and they didn't. So, so then I had to wrestle with my bags and my backpack, and I was like, I just don't want to do this. So we're just going to check them from now on.
So now we're back to the American Carry-Ons.
Yes, we're not going big. We're not going to check the huge thing because
they're still carry-on.
Because when we get to locations, we're still going to jump on trains and buses and stuff, and I don't want a big suitcase.
No.
So we're doing the American-sized carry-on, and
we're just gonna book the ticket with the extra. The other reason it's nice because when you book the ticket, that gives you that checked bag. That also has more flexibility with cancellation and other things too. So one of the other reasons to pay a little extra for that package is that you also have the flexibility to cancel or change your ticket. That typically comes together.
Yeah. So there you go.
So.
And we'll talk about one of these days. We'll show you the bags we're using and all that stuff.
Maybe when we pack up here, we can show them what ended up coming back into the bags.
Yes.
Yeah.
The next little shift we've made is in our tech. And you may or may not care about this. We did get these new phones. You're on one. That's my phone up there. Just found it easier than trying to carry around a camera and a phone.
Yeah.
And these new phones have great cameras on them. And we did find in a lot of places, if you go into like a museum or something, they won't let you take like a little, like we were using like a GoPro sort of. We had the DJI. They wouldn't let you take that in or use it, but they were fine with using your phone.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because
we can video on
I can do the same thing. Yeah.
I didn't understand that either.
So it's just easier just to have your phone, and you can use it in more places. And
yeah, and that way, when we're out and about, we can pick up footage whenever we want, rather than I didn't bring the camera with me.
Right. It used to be like, today's film day. Let's carry the camera and the little tripod and all that stuff, and then it just got to be a pain in the butt. So
we switched.
Yeah. And we're happy so far.
Yes. The next thing that we found on our travels is that there are a few little things that, and they have to be little because we're on carry-on, little things that just kind of make our life nice on the road. And one of those things was ice.
Yes.
We like ice in our drinks. Not all the other countries do
most
ice.
Most of the world don't do. They just don't do ice.
No. So I bought little silicone ice trays. They're little. I can pack them. I have 3 of them. They're silicone, so they can crunch around and scrunch up. And when we get to a place, I just fill those up and put them in the freezers, and we always have ice that way. And it works out great. They're packable. It makes me happy because I can have my ice now. The other item that we...
the pour-over coffee.
Oh, yeah?
We got little silicone pour-over coffee filters, which is awesome because we found a lot of the Airbnbs that we stay at, sometimes they don't have coffee makers.
Or that one hotel did the coffee that came with the free breakfast. Coffee wasn't all that great, so we'd go back to the room and we'd make our own coffee.
Have a proper coffee.
Yeah.
So.
And that's nice to have. So they're just little pour overs that we that fold up, and we have those in our filters, and we just carry a few filters with us, and then we can get new filters wherever we go to.
Yeah.
The other item that I am super glad we bought, especially for Mexico, was we have UV water bottles. They filter, they clean the water for you.
Yes.
So in Mexico, we have 2 that we drink out of, and then 2 that we used in Mexico for brushing our teeth and stuff. And you just fill it up with the tap water, and then you purify it with the UV light, and
it works like a charm.
It worked like a charm.
Great. Yeah.
And we made our ice with that water as well, so that we didn't have to go buy ice down in Mexico, and we had drinking water whenever we needed it. We didn't. If we ran out of the big jug that we went and bought, then we had water that we could purify out of the sink without having to boil it and stuff. So
those have been great. I was skeptical when we got those. Like, are we really going to use these that much? But we use them every day.
And the Lark, it's the one I really like, and it comes with a filtration system to a straw. So if the water tastes bad or metallic-y or a lot of chlorine or whatever, I can put that straw in there, and it filters all that out and makes the water taste really good too. So
So we did pick up in Mexico a knife sharpener, which was awesome because the knives in these Airbnbs are never sharp. Unfortunately, we left it in Mexico as well. So, but I did happen to find one here in Texas. So we'll try to remember to bring that with us everywhere.
Just a little flat little knife sharpener.
Yeah.
So it's cool. A little pocket one.
Yeah.
And we always bring our playing cards with us. And it's good to bring playing cards with you, because if you decide you want to play cards, like in Mexico, we found out that they don't have the same playing cards that we have in America.
I mean,
Who knew?
we found some.
We did, but they weren't very good.
they were crap.
They were very
but they also
papery.
have their own cards, so but I have no idea what you do with them.
They were different than the American poker cards, I guess.
Yeah.
So we have playing cards. We have 2 decks that we bring around with us and take it so that we can play in the. As you've seen in our videos and pictures, we like to go to the cafe and drink some coffee and play some cards.
Yeah. We started off with a Roku, but found out that you can't run a VPN on your Roku, so you can't watch stuff in other countries.
In other countries, yeah.
So we switched to the Fire Stick, the Amazon Fire Stick, and that's been working great.
If you guys have questions about all that, about what he was just talking about, as far as the VPN and watching things outside of the country, like if you wanted to watch his tennis on Tennis Channel, you can't always get that in other countries. So if you want to know more about that, let us know. We can maybe do a whole video on it, or I can just answer questions in the comments below.
Yeah. So the big takeaways from this, for us anyway, that we've found over the last almost year, is that it's not about the smallest or the lightest. It's more about what makes our lives more enjoyable, more convenient, and it's nice to have light stuff, so you're not getting a hernia every time you put something in an overhead. But more important is those things that make travel day less stressful and make your day-to-day life more comfortable.
More comfortable, yeah. Find that fine line, I think.
Yeah.
Because you still want things to be small, and you still want to be movable, but you also want those little tiny things that for comfort.
That's why we're not going for huge suitcases.
Right.
We're just going up to the American Carry-On size, which is plenty big, and we can still fit like a little jacket in there and stuff for different weather, but it's not crazy big.
Yeah, and the other thing that I realized, I just thought of it. It's not even on our list. Is that
Brace yourselves.
I know that things need to have multi-purpose.
Yeah.
You can't just like pack one item for use that you might use in 2 months, or just everything has to have a multi-purpose. So my clothes need to be layered. And
that being said, I do have a couple of those items that are only, but
Yeah, but for the most part, things need to have multi-purpose. So layering clothes and making sure that my clothes, like when I first started, and I think I mentioned it in one of the videos way back, when I first started, my clothes weren't all interchangeable. Only this top only went with this pair of pants or this skirt, and I couldn't interchange that. So I've learned that I need to have solids and just make that a little easier, so that my clothes are multi-purpose and I can have different outfits. Does that make sense?
Makes sense to me.
Okay. So that was just another thing, another little comfort thing that I realized.
I like that. That's good. We didn't become more minimal. We became more intentional. How's that? I like that.
You like that?
Did you come up with that?
I did.
Yes, she did that. That's good. Awesome. I like that. Yeah. No, this is cool. All right.
That's kind of the whole purpose of the gear change, is that was to everything had to have an intention.
Yeah, I think we got it.
So that's why I came up with it.
I know, that's good.
Thanks.
So I guess our question to you is, are you a carry-on purist, or do you like to do some checking of baggage, or do you just go?
Be honest.
Or do you just go like commando and don't take anything?
Be honest. Nobody's going to judge you on your
Yeah.
on your decision.
Yeah.
Because I think deep down, all those people who are carry-on only, I think that they really wish they could
wish
check
they
it.
could. Yeah. Yeah.
The freedom of walking through the airport with only your backpack.
That feels so good.
And yeah, there's a lot of reasons for it that just so nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. That's the video for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Please answer these questions. Let us know. We're really curious on what your preferences are in terms of luggage.
Yeah.
And we will do a video talking about the specific luggage that we have. And yeah, that should be interesting.
Yeah.
Until then, we'll see you next week. Like and subscribe and hit the bell notification button. And huevos rancheros.
See you guys.